This is BMAT 2021, Section 2, Question 5. So we're told that the browning of fruit involves enzymes, and the time taken for apple slices to brown at different pHs and different concentrations of sodium chloride was recorded in this table here. And we have a few statements, and we need to work out which ones are correct. So first of all, our first statement is that the enzymes involved in the reaction are denatured in alkaline conditions. So what does alkaline conditions mean? What sort of pHs are we looking at in alkaline conditions? So alkaline are high pHs as opposed to acids, which are low pHs. So in this table, the only one that's really alkaline is this pH of 9 here. 7 is neutral, so anything higher than that is going to be alkaline. So if we highlight this here, we can see that the time taken for the reaction at this pH was only 6 seconds, which is what's the fastest one out of all these different experiments. Therefore, the reaction is quite fast. We know it's not going to be denatured. It's working probably one of the most efficiently it can. So this statement is going to be incorrect. Our second statement is that the optimum pH for this enzyme is pH 7. So if we look at pH 7, we say that it takes 6 seconds, which is the fastest reaction out of all of them. But also we need to remember that our pH 9 also is 6 seconds. So what does that mean about the optimum? Which one is it? Or is it any of them? So because they're both 6 seconds, that must mean that our optimum is somewhere in between these points. So for example, pH 8 may be 4 seconds, so it's going up at pH 8 and then back down at pH 9. But we don't know, it must be in between these two at some point. So our optimum is not going to be pH 7, it's going to be something in between 7 and 9. So we can cross this off as well. Our final statement is that the enzymes are activated by sodium chloride. So how can we get this information? Well, let's compare the experiment with sodium chloride to an experiment that's equivalent just without the sodium chloride. So this one here, they're both at pH 7. One has sodium chloride and one doesn't. And if we compare these reaction times, we can see that without sodium chloride, it's 6 seconds, and with it's 15 seconds. So the sodium chloride has actually slowed down the reaction, which suggests that the enzymes are not activated by it. So we can also cross this one off the list. Therefore, all of our statements are incorrect, so our final answer must be answer A.